Hello everybody, I'm your Fandango Let's Player SpiderMwa, and I welcome you back to Let's Play Grim Fandango. As we left off, it's year 2, we saw Meche going on about, and we're gonna go after her. Eventually.
It shone pale as bone, as I stood there alone, and I thought to myself how the moon, that night cast its light on my heart's true delight, and the reef where her body was strewn.
Nice poem. Gotta love it. And also, have you noticed that the moon has a face? A real skull face there? Looks a bit like Meche. Just a little bit. I don't know. I always thought it looks like Mercedes or Meche. So let's talk to Velasco here. He's also working on...
Not a bad little ship in a bottle you got going there.
Yep.
Yeah, well, there's that Rubacava craft fair next week, and also...
Craftware week, huh? Cool.
What's going on in that bottle? A tugboat?
This happens to be a perfect scale replica of the SS Lumbago. I'm just having a little trouble getting the walking beam to fit in the neck here.
That's funny, because a lumbago is usually more of a problem in the lower back than the neck.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Nice of trying to be funny there, Manny.
All right, so I'm ready to sail.
On what?
On the Limbo, man. Let's go.
Manny, the Limbo's not a passenger ship. She's small cargo, son. And every hand on board works.
I'll work.
What are your skills?
Sales and restaurant management.
Oh, hey, there is one opening on the Limbo's crew.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's in the engine room. And your buddy Glottis would be perfect for it. But he'd have to get his own tools.
What kind of tools does Glottis need?
Authentic CB equipment only.
CB? CB equipment. But it has to be authentic, you know? It cannot be forged CB equipment. That would be just rude.
Where do I get authentic CB equipment?
Why don't you ask a CB? Afraid of getting stung?
The CBs are real bees. They just work on the oceans. You know, they're sailors. But they're bees. Why are there bees in the land of the dead? Heck if I know.
Okay, if I get Glottis some tools, can we board?
He can, yes.
But many
No
can't.
offense, Manny, but there's just no place for you aboard the Limbo. She's fully manned already.
Yup.
In fact, her whole crew's on board, ready to sail at dawn. Except for that one guy.
Who's the one guy who hasn't boarded yet?
Well, Seaman arranges a little late, but he'll be here before they sail.
It almost sounds like he doesn't want Manny on board. Why, Velasco? You got something against Manny? I mean, Manny is he's an okay guy. So what do you got against him? You don't think he can handle a sea, maybe? Maybe that's your gripe against him? Because he's a landlubber, not a sailor?
What if Naranja doesn't show up? I can fill his spot, right?
Manny, you're not even in the Maritime Union.
He could be.
I know that, and you know that, but we're two guys who can keep secrets, right?
Yeah.
Glottis is exempt, but the captain will ask for your card. And if you don't have one, they'll serve you to the sharks like chum. And what's worse,
What could
I'll
be?
get fined.
Whoa.
It's a tough union, boy, and I don't mess with them.
Oh, well, excuse me if you get fined. I thought it would be worse. You know, you could be fired. But fined? Heaven help you. Or Land of the Dead help you. Or, yeah, I don't know.
What job did Naranja have?
He ran the galley.
Aha! Restaurant management.
Yeah, it's similar to what you're doing now. Except the fish is fresher on the Limbo.
Hey, I'm sure Manny has really fresh fish. At least he tries to. I'm sure.
Where do you think Naranja is?
Probably home selecting recipes for the trip.
Probably.
So let me get this straight. If I get Gladys some tools,
Then I can get him a job on the limbo.
and if Seaman Naranja doesn't show up for work,
But he will,
and I get a Maritime Union card,
which you'll never get.
then I can sail on the limbo in the morning.
Jeez. I guess so.
I'd better go finish packing.
You do that, son.
So, we have a mission. Maritime Union card, and taking in Seaman Naranja's spot on the limbo, and getting Gladys some authentic CB equipment. I don't think this is gonna be easy at all. Which is not. This is not easy. It's gonna take us a while. A long while. So get used to this area. To this town. We're gonna be spending a long time here. So let's take a look around. What we find.
That's where Velasco lets us store the bone wagon.
Ah, so we know where Bone Wagon is. It's right there.
That's the folding bridge that connects this pier to the base of the cat track.
Cat track. Yeah, they have cats here. After all, it is the land of the dead, and in the Egyptian mythology, cats are protectors of the dead. So it makes sense that they would have cats. They even look like Egyptian cats, sort of, kind of.
Ugh. I'm not sure what I hate more, crowds or cats.
Probably both. Can you go in there?
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't forget what? Finish your announcement!
Ugh. I'm not sure what I hate more, crowds or cats, but I'm definitely not going near either one today.
Don't be too sure about that. I mean, there's a cat right there. And you're getting really close to it, so I would say you hate crowds more.
Wow, somebody really liked this cat. Beloved Sandspoof, this regal and majestic feline was a record holder for speed and a favorite of the crowds here in Rubacava for many years, until her career was suddenly and tragically cut short on the second week of the racing season, when the airship Olivia 1, on its maiden voyage, crashed onto the track mid-race and exploded. Many bereaved fans testified later that before the blimp hit, Sandspoof was in the lead.
Poor kitty. Killed by a blimp. Oh, the felines, you know.
Fuchi, that smell is peor que la muerte.
He pretty much said it's like death. And he's worked as death. But then again, it's kitty litter. Yeah, this is a whole swimming pool of kitty litter. Yuck.
It says revolutionary design leaves can edges safe and smooth for kitty.
So it's a can opener.
I could open it with my teeth, but I'm not that hungry. Wet food's for winners.
So that's cat food. These big cans here are cat food. Yep, it's a can opener.
Great. Now it smells like a giant cat litter box and some sort of gelatinous demon mystery meat product in here.
Well, that's usually what cat food smells like anyway. I think. I've never owned a cat, so I don't know what cat food really smells like. Especially the wet kind. So don't ask me.
Do not pet the cats, please.
Hey!
There's somebody here that we know? Oh,
Looks like a great night for cat races.
so that's what he was doing. He was admiring the cat races. It's like Derby, except with cats. There are dog races, but in this world,
We're about ready to start. It's Claws of Fire, Pork Chops Ransom, Screeching for Vengeance, Old Scouter, Cat Waddy's Womp, Vengeful Pounce, Chow Down Charlie, Twinkle Toes.
Twinkle Toes.
And we're off in the lead, right out of the gate. Claws of Fire.
Nobody there.
Old Scapner, having a little trouble.
So they're having races here.
Making up for lost time. Screeching for vengeance.
We're not gonna listen to all of that because we don't care. We do not care.
Well, Manny Calavera.
Hello?
You never come up here to see me anymore.
Well, I thought you could use the company with everybody gone for the Day of the Dead.
In that case, Manny, why don't you stick around until 6? That's when I get off.
Well, Manny, you have some lovely girl here for
It's
you.
a metal detector.
Oh, that explains why it never gets my hair dry.
Funny.
When did you put in a floor safe?
That's our new contained detonation chamber in case someone tries to come through here with a bomb.
Since when does Rubacava have a terrorism problem?
This town's changing, Manny. It's getting tougher every day.
Sounds like it if you need security like this.
The trick with these things is just to act casual.
Yeah, that's not how you get past a metal detector, really. They will detect all the items you have in your pockets, no matter how casual or natural that try to look.
Ah, Carla. Well, see you, Carla.
Whoops.
All right, Manny.
How did it move to see you? I didn't... Let's try to talk to her again.
Busy night?
Hardly. Everybody's gone home for the holiday already. This place is dead, and I'm bored, Manny. Bored.
Why didn't you go to the land of the living then? I guess they needed to leave somebody behind to watch over the place.
What's the shuttle waiting for?
They're just cleaning it, but they're very thorough. We run a tight ship here, you know.
Well, you gotta keep train carts and everything clean too. You know.
Why don't you come by the club anymore?
Well, to tell you the truth, Manny, it's your little coat check girl. All that bubbly energy, I just want to strangle her.
I've tried that. It doesn't stop her.
Is Lupe really that bad? I know she's bubbly. We met her in the last video.
Can I try out your metal detector?
What's your sudden interest in metal detectors, Manny?
Hehe.
I just want to borrow it for a secret project.
Well, I'll show it to you when I'm on break. How's that?
When's your break?
Dawn?
Oh, that's too late. I'm shipping out tonight.
Yeah, right. I've fallen for that line too many times.
Well, see you, Carla.
All right, Manny.
Yeah, there's not much what we can do here. At least for now. And we don't really need that metal detector yet. But we will. We will. Eventually. So it would be a good idea to go after it when you have a chance for it. But right now, we don't have a chance for it. It's a pretty simple puzzle when you think about it. When you have all the necessary items that you need to accomplish it.
I know that statue's supposed to mean something about justice, but I don't know.
Justice is blind. Or, in this case, justice is surrendering. Because it's holding up its hands. I guess this is a very brutal world while the police rule everything.
What a horrible jail cell.
Yeah, I can
Then again,
tell.
you sure taught Glottis a lesson that time.
Glottis was arrested at one point? Jeez.
Reward offered for cargo stolen from shipyard receiving area, including a large suitcase bearing the initials HL.
HL. Hector Lamans. That's the evil guy that we met in the last video. The one who killed Don. Don Copel. So he has lost this briefcase, huh? Interesting. Interesting.
Late night at the morgue, isn't it, Membrillo?
You know I can't sleep with John Doe's on the slab, Manny.
If I don't ID these rose gardens tonight, I won't be ready for the 2 that come in tomorrow. And before you know it, I'm up to my ass in azaleas.
Azaleas? You really think that if somebody offed you, you would grow azaleas? Not a bad thought.
Any leads? I know it's a poor coroner who blames his tools, Manny. But how am I supposed to turn up anything with the equipment they give me?
Hey, I had a government job for years, man.
Yeah.
I know how you feel.
Uh-huh.
I'd hate to end up like this.
Then take my advice. Buy an ID bracelet and wear it always.
Wouldn't match my cufflinks.
Always about style, isn't it, Manny?
I think Membrio could really use a nice tropical vacation.
And also, does Membrio really have a stub of a beard going on in his skull? How does that work?
What a sad story. These stews sprouted and no one came down to claim them?
Death makes sad stories of us all.
True. Death is sad business.
How's business?
Booming, unfortunately.
Uh-huh.
More crime every day. And more sproutings like these.
Bummer.
Something's happening back in El Morro, I think. And its dark hand is finally reaching us here in Rubacava.
Well, I can guess what's going on in, El Marrow. I just mentioned the guy's name.
What exactly are you looking for?
I'm digging for a treasure that part of me does not wish to find. For when I uncover that sad doubloon that tells me who this poor soul is, my reward is not riches, but the chance to make a phone call and break somebody's heart. Of course, with this equipment, the search could go on for some time.
It seems you have a fork of some kind. Is that the only tool you really have? A fork? Or whatever that is? Seriously? They couldn't give him some better tools. Jeez.
Can I help?
Sure. Grab hold of this leaf right here. Manny?
I can't do it.
I know. I was just testing.
Thank you, Mr. Vincent Price. He really sounds like it. At least his acting style is very Vincent Price.
How do you do this job?
Good question.
Without becoming jaded, you mean?
Yeah.
My secret to happiness, Manuel, is that I have the heart of a 12-year-old boy. I keep it over here in a jar. Would you like to see it?
No.
You're sick, man. You're sick.
Sorry. Old coroner joke.
Funny. Very funny.
Do you ever worry that your job is getting to you, Membrio?
Well, forensic botany is a trying job, Manny.
I can imagine.
But have you ever spent much time here with a florist?
Not really.
In life, they became florists because they love flowers. But here, a flower is a symbol of pain, of death within death. Their conflicted feelings build and build, and eventually they become quite mad.
So you're
Thanks
mad.
for the tip. I guess I'll send balloon bouquets from now on.
Yeah. If you're a florist in real life, be careful. Because apparently in the afterlife, you're gonna be a coroner. And that's bad. Unless you're fascinated with death. Then it's a good job. Which would be wrong, because nobody should be fascinated with death. At least, not for until... don't be too fascinated about it, Necrophilia. Not a good thing.
Membrio, why do you stay in town? Why don't you head off toward the Ninth Underworld?
Yeah.
Manny, you can only search for something for so many years before you stop believing in it altogether.
You don't believe in the Ninth Underworld?
Why do you think we're all here in Rubacava?
Because you're waiting to earn off your time, or you can't afford passage, or...
Manny, we've given up. All of us. When you've been here long enough, you will too.
Well, Don't let me bother you.
Always nice to have visitors.
Yeah, I'm sure. And ninth underworld is the place they want to go to. Is this really Dante's Inferno? Seriously? What level is this? If it's ninth they want to go to, then there's eighth, there's seventh, so this should be sixth. And El Marrow is fifth. And actually El Marrow would be fourth, because there's the scary forest in the middle, then that would be the fifth. This would be the sixth. Then the next place is gonna be the seventh. And then the 8th, and then the 9th. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know how this world works. Nobody knows.
It's empty.
Only until I finish up here.
Anything in here?
It's empty.
Only until I finish up here.
Have fun there, Membrio.
It's closed.
Well, yeah, of course it's closed. It would be weird if the elevator would be open. At least I hope if it would be open, I hope there would be the box so people can get in without falling into the shaft. Because nobody wants to fall into an elevator shaft. No siree. That will be a really brutal death. And I've heard stories. So many gruesome stories.
Looks like Lupe's been in the sugar again.
Yeah, from her voice and her way, the way she acts. Definitely. And also, she's pink.
Evening, Lupe.
Hi, Manny.
Does she wear makeup? Does she paint her face pink? It's weird.
Bogan coming yet?
Yeah, he's down at the casino, probably enjoying his usual lucky streak.
How's the flow tonight?
We're dead tonight, Manny. Everybody's back home for the Day of the Dead, I guess. Except for the casino. The casino's hopping. Why is it that all the people who don't go home are the same people who just love to gamble?
Well, I guess when you've got nothing to go home to, you've got nothing to lose.
Hey, we should put that over the door.
Yeah,
Okay, back to work.
Okay.
that would make a really good slogan for the casino. I mean, seriously. He made a really good slogan right there for his own casino and restaurant. Anyway, next time we're gonna go down into the casino and meet some more people. Especially we're gonna talk with Gladys. We haven't talked to him yet because he's playing the piano in the restaurant. We're gonna go to talk to him and all that. So until then, I hope you all have a good evening, good afternoon, and a good morning, and I will see you all next time. Take care, people. Bye.